Hello everybody, welcome back to Princess Minerva playthrough. I am your host YSGuru here on Japan Gaming, and we've just come back to town, which has creepy music because it's abandoned, and we're gonna rescue Chiroriya here, but there are two of them. Oh, I knew you would come here and save me. She heard that we were in a pinch and came running to save us after she heard from Blue Morris that we were in trouble. That was the whole thing with Technica, remember, taking Blue Morris captive. Where is the Technica? Over there. Quick, princess. Use the key and get me out of here. It should be in the desk there. So one of these is the fake. So the conversation was the same for both of the girls, so we're going to have to figure out who is real and who is fake. And the way to do that is with this bowl of sake, or wine, that we picked up from one of the shops. So you have to buy this from the shop. And so Princess Minerva prepared for this because she knew something would happen. Oh. It's dangerous, princess. How could you destroy such wonderful sake? Oh, now she knows who the fake is. You! How did you know? Chiroriya would never let a thing of sake get broken or crashed or ruined. She's a little upset that the princess would use that as a test. So that's the way it's gonna be. I guess you're not a stupid princess after all. Ikanimo, I am Technica. Oh boy, and we start this episode off with a boss battle, it looks like. This is the last of Dynastar's minions that we have to face, and then it'll be Dynastar herself. Action music, engage! Oh yeah, that's right. This enemy pretends to be other members. But I'm just going to go all out with all my hard-hitting skills. Oh, she pretended to be Minerva there. Oh, well that was easy. That wasn't much of a boss fight. Now that we got that fake dragon armor off. Migoto da, Minerva. But Dynastar, of course, won't be so easy to defeat. We'll be waiting for you at Whistler Castle. Alright, so we finally got our Chiroriya back, so the entire group is back together again. Got all 9 of my main characters back. as soon as I figure out how to open this cell. Yeah, it's so annoying. You have to like go to the menu in this game and like use your keys. It's not automatic.
ありがとうございました、姫様。いや、それにしても見事な起点でしたな。改めて姫様を見直しましたよ。
ありがとう。でも、最初に思いついたのは私じゃなくて、ラクロアなのよ。
ラクロア had the idea of using the wine.
そうだったのか。助かったぞ、ラクロア。何せ。
She's the other girl that kind of likes to sit, relax, and drink wine in the hot springs and sort of thing.
あら、いいのよ。
That's La Croix.
感謝の気持ちがあるんなら、後で何かおごってよね。
But she's like, I'll make you pay me back for this. And Chirori is like, okay, you can have all the beer that you want. It's all on me.
捕まったら、私が1ギルダー投げてやるよ。1ギルダーに飛びついた方が本物のラクロアだ。どういう意味よ、それ。
Her idea was to throw a coin, a single coin, to see who is the fake Technica. You know, since that other girl likes money the most of everything. Rakuro is all about money. Okay, guys, so I just went ahead and, cut out a lot of detail with, re-equipping and resetting up my characters and everything. And I think now we're headed to the castle, which is just south of us. As the final dungeon, now that I've got all my team back together. That lower old castle was just a bonus kind of extra dungeon that you could go into and get some items. I did it off screen. It wasn't a real big deal. Had some puzzles in it. But before we do that, I think I probably made a cut here. I found out there's a secret over here. Guys, over by this mountain where the water is coming off. There is a secret hot springs in this game. Going back to the times of all the Tales games, there's always got to be a hot springs scene. Whistler Country, number 1, onsen. And this onsen will give you stat boosts as well. Oh, I had to leave this conversation in. The girl said, "It's okay if you look in on me while I'm in at the hot springs." He's like, "No, I can't do that." Well, then how about we get in together to the hot springs? It's like, I can't do that, not with the customers. It's like, that's okay, don't hold back. You can get in with me. Would you like to go in with me? Fine, I'm defeated. I'll discount the onsen for everybody. She was trying to get a discount the whole time. But it's okay if you still look in at me. It's like, you can feel free to look at me as much as you want. But the other girl said, don't be looking at me. So I guess you won't get the, discount and show off your nice feminine body. So she's getting upset. She's like, oi, make sure you look at me. My beautiful, lovely female body. Make sure you peek in at me when I'm in the hot springs. You want to see me, right? No. You want to see me, don't you? Yes, I want to see you. Good. Make sure you sneak into me and see my beautiful feminine body. Remember, there's been a lot of jokes in the game about her being a boy. A lot of people kept saying that she was a boy, and she got upset about that. So that was kind of the joke there. So with all that talk, he actually reduced the price for everybody. So before you go into the hot springs, you need to talk to him and have that conversation. And then you choose your character, and you have strength, defense, speed, or magic defense, and you can increase one of those stats by 3. And we get our wonderful hot spring onsen photos. I knew there had to be more bath scenes in this game, because that's what this game is all about, is bath scenes. So I just went ahead and increased Minerva's attack there. So let me go ahead and I'll get in the hot springs with every character and just show you all the cutscenes for every character. So for Blue Mortis, I'm going to raise her defense a bit here. So there's a special photo for every character, and I'll just go ahead and cut out the, paying and the walking scene, and I'll just show all the scenes here for you guys. She's the tomboyish one who said, "You better peek in on me to see my lovely feminine body." It's too bad they don't have a full group image. But we can only enter the hot springs one at a time, and then it just shows a special picture of each character individually. Of course, Toa being the little underaged elf, she has to be fully under the water. My lovely Ellen. Okay, everybody, that was all the characters, sort of special scenes in the hot springs. Just an extra area, but you can actually go here and increase all your characters' stats for a very high price. But there's really no other use of money in this game at this point, so you might as well do it as much as possible. And here we are at the castle in the center of the map, the final dungeon in this game. I had to use that crystal that the old man gave to get in here. So here's Whistler Village. And it looks like everything's closed up and abandoned since Dynastar is in control of everything right now. Oh wow, there are enemies here. By the way, there's been like different enemy music and map music since we've been in these last few chapters. I don't think I mentioned that, but it should have been obvious. What is that creature in the upper right corner? That's like a two-headed chimera or something? Like a mix of multiple girls? Multiple animal girls mixed together? I have no idea.
姫様、ようやくお城にたどり着きましたね。
ここにダイナスターがいるのよね。
Dynastar's here. We finally arrived at the castle.
私の姉が。
辛いです。
My sister.
でも、ダイナスターに負い目を感じていては勝てませんよ。
大丈夫。
It's like if you're, worried about it because it's your sister,
もう吹っ切れたわ。やるわ。
You know,
ダイナスター
she
に
said,
勝って
don't worry, I'm over
彼
it.
女の目を覚まし、王国に平和を取り
I'll
戻す
make
のよ。
sure to get peace back to the
王
country.
女としての私の務めだもの。よくぞおっ
That's
しゃいま
my
した。
job as the princess.
では参りましょう。みんな、いいわね。
Her job as the princess to have peace and tranquility and happiness among all her people. Alright guys, here we go. The final dungeon in Princess Minerva. I'm expecting it to be pretty big. I'll put in a few fights as always, but I'll cut out the rest. See what kind of enemies we have in here. Bam! Yeah, Kesure is pretty powerful. More leveling up. I found this game is pretty nice with the level up system. You don't really have to do, a lot of farming, to be honest. Which is nice, you don't have to fight tons and tons of enemies. And even if you needed to, they gave you that special item. If you remember a few episodes back, there's a special item you can just stand still and summon enemies to you infinitely and, gain experience. But actually just going through the game normally, I found that this game you really don't have to grind, which is nice. A lot of older RPGs tried to make it so that you wouldn't have to grind. You could just play the game normally. But I know a lot of, Japanese people just grinded a bunch so that when they would get to a boss later, the boss would be super easy. And in order to prevent, that sort of thing, games, RPGs in particular, have sort of evolved over time to make it more difficult for people to sort of grind earlier on, in a game so that you can't cheat and be overpowered for the next boss. But this is one of those sort of classic games where they made a nice balance where, I don't have to grind, because actually grinding is a pain in the butt. Having to just farm experience. I would rather just be going straight through the game. You can kind of see my levels there. I'm getting close to around level 40, and I haven't had too much trouble. And I don't think I've even had a game over at all in this game. I have lost a battle with 3 characters and had to switch to 3, others in the team. But in this game, that's not considered, a loss because you have 9 characters. Only after all 9 are defeated is it game over. Which begs the question, I wonder if there's some kind of cute game over screen if all 9 girls get defeated. Because I haven't had that happen yet. I got this moon rapier just now. I know Chiroriya is the only one that can have rapiers. That's a pretty nice weapon. So I think I've got some of the ultimate weapons already equipped on my characters. But yeah, this castle is pretty big. What's in here? Uh-oh. The door closes behind you. There's where the king and queen are supposed to be sitting. Don't know where they are. Oh wow, bunch of goodies right here. An empty chest. Developers just love doing that. Let's just give them an empty chest. And a bunch of tents. They've been pretty generous with the items, potions, high potion, tents and stuff, and so I have quite a bit in my inventory since spells have been plenty for healing. Ooh, Now we got some serious music going on, that's for sure. Yeah, I've just been using heal from the menu and have plenty of items stocked up. In fact, only that one dungeon I really needed items because magic was unusable. Wow, even in the last dungeon, there's enemies I've never seen before. Although, they don't... ouch. I was gonna say, they don't seem to be doing much damage, but... The Silver Knight girl seems to be pretty tough. But yeah, like, if you try to farm in this game, like farm experience, eventually all the enemies just give 1 EXP each. And so you can barely get any progress done, so you might as well just continue through the game, since 1 EXP doesn't do anything, you know. Oh hey, there's an angel-looking enemy. Keep getting confused because the you randomly get one of your 3 girl groups, and so all the skills are changed. So I gotta kind of reset myself and realize I'm using 3 completely different characters. Kick 'em! Yeah, kick 'em all! Bam! Wow, that did a lot. Sorry, little angel girl. And of course, more leveling up. Yeah, leveling up is pretty easy. Honestly, they've got a really easy balance here where you can just enjoy the game without having to grind for anything. Okay, I don't know what's coming up, so I'm just gonna make sure I'm okay here and maybe rest in the tent or something. Restore a bit of energy. It's like setting up a tent in the middle of the dungeon. Yeah, that's a smart idea, right? Mate tazo. I've been waiting for you. Of course. So, it looks like we're gonna have a boss rush, guys. We're gonna have to fight all the girls again, one at a time. I'll just go with my main group as usual. Although this should be easier, right? Because now we're stronger. Unless these girls are stronger now than they were before. I have no idea. Let's just hit her with our tough hitters. I don't want to use any fire. Trying to see if I had any better skills like a wind or a water maybe. But let's use a potion. I want to make sure to keep my HP up for this whole fight. Maybe freeze is good. Let's see how good freeze does. Or water dragon. Big bang. Yeah, probably water skills are the best. I don't think Mizuno has any good ones. I guess I'll just go ahead and keep using potions and keep up the pressure with the rest of the characters. It's kind of weird how the music track resets. Good old PC Engine being a CD-ROM system. Often instead of the infinitely repeating... Ouch. The infinitely repeating music, you know, you've got the track ends and then the track has to start over. Even though they're using the original 8-bit, the 8-bit tracks from the original SNES version of this game, the PC Engine still has to reset the music because it's on an actual CD track. Oh man! Took Blue Mortis out. Well, this is the last dungeon. I guess it's time to use my elixirs. Just go all out. I think she's stronger than the first time we fought her. Ooh. Mizuno almost went down there. Yeah, the hard thing about not having Toa in the group is I can't heal all three characters at once. Definitely have to keep that in mind when fighting the final boss. I'll probably have to have Toa in the group just because her full group healing, you know, helps to free up turns. Because if you don't, you just have to take all these turns off with healing. At least that misses sometimes. Ouch, that one did not miss. Oh yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to be careful with what you do with your turns in the boss fights in this game. She recommends we don't proceed any further. Of course she does. Okay guys, I took quite a lot of damage and used a bunch of items. I'm going to see if I can exit this place and restock and then come back. And then maybe... you know, by doing that, I can come to the next boss with full HP, MP, and that sort of thing. You know, kind of cheese it a little bit. I'm going to fight, since it looks like I'm going to have to fight all 6 of the boss girls again. Maybe I can just fight one and then exit the dungeon. And then, you know, fight the next one, exit the dungeon, and keep going back to the inn and just restoring all my HP, MP every time. That way I go in all fresh. Bam! So yeah, let me see real quick if I can exit here, if I have to attempt going all the way to the bottom. Oh, there is a staircase here, okay. I recently tried the, oh wow, there's a bunch of treasure chests I missed. Okay, so that's the exit. Oh, there's even treasures here. A tent. So yeah, you can exit. So I think I'm going to go back to town and restock. So I can't use tents or the sleeping bag here. And when I was in the dungeon I tried, yeah, the escape magic doesn't work either. Let's try warping. Okay, you can warp. So I can warp back to the other town here. Okay guys, I'm going to restock, and in the next episode we'll be back in the final dungeon again. Probably for the final episode. And we'll see the ending of this game. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then. Johnny.